Hi friends, my name is Cindy Brett. Welcome to the channel, Bob Proctor, Neville and Me. The reason for creating this channel is to have a place that people can go to have information about manifesting, yes, about law of attraction, yes, and even more so about kindness, happiness, and love. Because no matter what you want to manifest, at the basis of why you want whatever you want is we all want to be happier. And I present the thought that the way to being happier is to be kinder and to be more loving. And we can do that and manifest the things that we want in our life as well. I think that so many people misunderstand who we are, what we are, and why it is that we actually can manifest in the first place. There was a teacher a long time ago named Thomas Troward, and he wrote something called The Spirit of Opulence. And he spoke about not that the danger in working with the spirit of opulence is that we think that the thing that we're attracting, the thing that we're bringing in, whether it's money, whether it's health, whether it's better relationships, anything that we want, that we think the thing that we're getting is the treasure. But what he points out so brilliantly, and he says the danger is in thinking that that's the riches, whereas the riches are actually the fact that we have the power in the first place to create the things that we want. Now, why now am I starting this channel? Well, I'll tell you exactly. I've been a consultant with Bob Proctor for many, many years. I actually became a consultant in 2007. At that time, the company was called Life Success, and we were Life Success consultants. Long around 2010, I don't know exactly the years, but around 2010, a wonderful woman named Sandy Gallagher became Bob Proctor's partner. And the two of them together created a program called Thinking into Results. And I don't know if it was that at that time that the company name changed to Proctor Gallagher Institute, but that's what it's known as now. And there are many thousands of wonderful, fabulous consultants all over the world who are doing their best to continue Bob Proctor's legacy. You may know that he passed away this year in February, and to continue what he's taught. Why? Now, a lot of people think, well, they're doing it for the money. Sure, we all want to get paid for our work, but most of us, if we're doing work that we love, we're not doing it for the money. And boy, was Bob a teacher of that. He said you work for satisfaction, and the money comes because you're doing what you love. Most of us genuinely can say we're doing this because we really want to help. We want to help people live the lives that they want to live because you can. Anybody can. And then I blow it out a little bit further, and my intention behind all of this is to help us all be kinder, because I believe that in a kinder world, in a more loving world, we are happy. And I don't know anyone who wakes up in the morning and says, I feel so happy, I feel so good, I wonder what harm I could do in the world. So yes, there's a lot of craziness in the world. But the truth of the matter is there's far less of that than there is of goodness in the world. But the thing is, we don't hear that much about the goodness, and we hear all the time about the craziness. Now, you may think I'm crazy right off the bat, because I'll tell you, I haven't watched the news since the late 80s. Now, have I been in the room where somebody else had it on? Yes. Have I been in airports where it's been on? Of course. However, to sit down and actively watch it, well, I have to take that back too, because in 9/11 I was watching. However, I understand that in order to create a life that I love, I have to be at peace. And I have to change my mindset. And that's been a big job for me. And I soon figured out, so smart this one, I soon figured out that if I did all the work to shift my mindset, to begin to think more positively, to see the world in a more positive light, to be more loving, to be more kind, I could quickly undo all of my work by merely flipping on the news and listening to the things that are going on. Now, again, keep in mind, that's a snapshot of what's going on. And then at the end, they might have one little story about something good in the world. Well, guess what? That's what I'm saying. That one little piece of hearing what's good in the world cannot compensate if I'm filling my mind with all the frightening things that are happening in the world, even though there's more good in the world. There are more good people in the world than there are people that are attempting to do harm. But here's the thing, as long as we put our attention on the frightening things and the very, very unpleasant things, we're going to get more of that. And we're going to get more of that because that's what sells. But it also aligns with the law of attraction. Whatever we put our attention, energy, and focus on, we get more of it back. So you see, this is all working together. And it's got to be up to us to say, I choose to put my attention elsewhere. That's what I've done. That's what lots of people have done. And have this channel, I've created this channel, if I can talk, I've created this channel to be a place where more and more people will come, and I hope you'll spread it if you like what you hear here, that you will spread it to your friends, and we can make this viral. So that I get attention? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I've been so slow to do it is I've been hesitant to put myself out there. And, there just comes a point where we've got to get past ourselves. We've got to get out of our own way. There may be people that make comments about me that won't be kind. And I have come to the place where I know I can turn my back on that. And there'll be people, I hope, that will make kind comments, but that's not my reason for doing it either. My reason is to be part of a movement that is very much in effect. It's happening everywhere. There are lights all over this world. There are people that are focused on good. When do we get to the place where we turn around that's the major focus? Where we turn off the news because it's focused on what we do not want to hear, and more than that, we do not want to continue. We don't want that to be expanding, not only in our lives, but in the world. The Native Americans have a saying that I love, and it says, no tree would be so foolish for the branches to fight among themselves. Now, what does that tell me? A couple of things. It tells me that, again, why would we be doing that, right? Why would we be fighting among ourselves? Whether it's politically, and I'm not going to get into politics, but that's something that divides. Whether it's between countries, whether it's between families. How many people within a family and they haven't seen or spoken to each other in 20 years? This is the stuff that has to stop if we're going to have peace in the world. A wonderful woman that was known as the Peace Pilgrim said it this way: we'll have a peaceful world when we have a world of peaceful people. So that's my end game. How do I help create a world of peaceful people? I'm not going to reach everyone, I know that, but you can help me reach more people. And you can speak about the things that resonate with you. And you can reach people in your own life, even if you don't send them to this channel. But if you feel this channel is beneficial, please do. Let's have a movement. Let's be a team. Again, there are lots of people doing this. I'm not the only one or the first one, nor do I need to be. I just want to be one who is part of the solution rather than part of the problem. And there are plenty of times I'm part of the problem. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I am not. I catch myself judging people. At some point, I'll tell my story of how long it took me to understand what I now understand. I started being coached by Bob Proctor in 2004. I became a consultant in 2007. This is 2022. And it's taken me this long. Not that we had this technology, but it's taken me this long to be out in front of the crowds, to be willing to put myself out there regardless of what people might say or think. It isn't about me. My life isn't about me. And your life isn't about you. Do you think it's coincidental that we're all here together? Well, I don't believe in coincidences at all, so I don't think that. But I believe with all my heart we're here to help one another. So I hope you'll join me. I don't want to make this too long, and I've probably already made it too long, so I'll probably redo it again. But I just want to be out there. I want to be someone doing something. And I invite you all to think about that too, and see how it is, what it is that you can do to make a difference. I love you already. Thank you. Bye for now.